Hello, Mr. George. Thank you for joining me once again.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. You know what the argument is.
Yeah.
You know what we are arguing about.
Very interesting.
Is whether our parents, especially our moms, whether they should have a say on who we get married to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your take on it?
My take on it, I think it's a very, it's going to be subjective. There's no objective approach to a question like this because we live in almost two worlds. We live in a traditional world.
Yeah.
Where we use a lot of probably Abrahamic faith beliefs and traditions to bring into marriage.
Yeah, okay.
And then we live in this sort of new world where it's more liberal thinking. Young people have the right to their own way and their own righteous way of living. Personally, I think that it depends on the circumstance or the family. It depends on the person, the individual getting married. Because as I just said, it's subjective, you know, because for example, you might have a parent that was married through the advice of their own parents, and they will want to continue that tradition. They will want to tell you to get married by their consent. And then you have another family, you have another girl or guy, for example, who was brought up in a way, in a fashion where they were given the space, the free will to do their own thing. So yeah, in that sense it's subjective. But I think that if you're asking a person who's maybe wants the best going forward, you would say that a mother should be involved in whether or not someone gets married. I personally think that parents should be involved. Parents should have maybe not the ultimatum, but they should have a big influence in that child's marriage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if your parents have a significant control or impact in the marriage, don't you think that they are setting themselves up for future work? Because if you have such impact, if you know quite well that in marriage there's always ups and downs. That means you'll be ready for the child to come back always and seek for advice. I think that will have a negative impact on the marriage because, especially guys, they want to be in charge.
True.
They want to control their homes. They don't want anybody outside to come and have influence into what they are doing because they want it to be a personal thing. So, but I understand what you're saying, but I think in this day and age, I think for me personally, my own personal opinion, I'll ask you a question. For instance, you brought a lady home, and she's a good girl. She's very good person. But your parents has gone behind you and do some research, and then they come to you and say, okay, listen. The girl you brought to us, she's a very good girl. She's got a good job, she's got good manners, but there's a problem here. The brother is a troublemaker. The sister is a troublemaker. We don't want you to go into that family. What are you going to do?
Wow, that's very difficult.
So that's a difficult question.
It's a very difficult question because I think what you don't want to create is that monopoly of bitterness within the family. You don't want to go into this marriage against their own will and then almost become the black sheep of the family. And at the same time, for example, if you look at forced marriages that happen quite a lot in the East, the Middle East or Asia, you see quite a lot of self-destructive situations where the woman gets abused or the man gets abused. So yeah, I think I'll probably have to agree with you there that there is tendency for things to go a bit wayward. But I think to be fair, there's like extremes. So there's that extreme, and then there's the forced marriage, and then there's the general. We don't think that girl's right for you. Maybe consider a different approach. You know.
See me, I will tell you straight now. I think when it comes to marriage, it's between a guy and the lady. You don't need anybody to get involved. Parents have a say. As a parent, you have a say, but whatever you have to say, you have that child with you since birth. Whatever you have to say to the child about marriage, say it to them before they find the person. You understand? You have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
So you have the experience. So whatever advice you want to give to them, whatever instructions you want to give to them, give it to them before they find the person. So you have your say until they actually find the person.
Okay.
So once they find the person, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Let them make the mistake, they will learn from it.
Yeah. Because there is that saying that a man has to leave his home
and find yes. So when you still have them in your home, give them all that lesson you want to give to them, all that thing you want to introduce when the lady is there. Say it to them when they haven't found the person yet. But once they found that partner, this is my own personal opinion. Once they found that person, you have to leave them to it, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong. You know, you might find the one that you think is good, and then they marry. If a problem comes, they will come back to you. You say I should marry her or him. So you don't want to get involved in that.
What do you find with that saying? Talking about sayings, there's another proverb that says, "He that findeth a good wife, findeth a good thing." Or, you know,
he that find a wife, find a good
thing.
Yeah.
So, do you think that a parent could now come into that situation and say, "Oh no, that's not a good thing"?
That's what I'm saying. You have to leave. It's up to the guy because when it comes to marriage, it's what the person wants. We are all individual human beings. What you want as a parent is not what your child will want. The kind of woman you want as a father is not the kind of woman your son will want. You're a totally different person. So that's why the saying is that whoever found the wife is not whoever the wife is found for. You are the one that's going to go out there and find it. Yeah, because you find your type. Yeah, because your type is not your father's type, it's not your mother's type, it's your type. So I think, for me personally, I think say what you want to say when they haven't found the person. Give them all the advice you have. Give them everything you have to say. Up till they find. Once they find the person, you have to trust that they will remember everything you've taught them. So you have to leave them alone and let them get on with it. Even if they make the mistakes, they will learn from it. You know, that's my own take on it. I hope I'm right. It's up to you guys. I would like to hear your comments on this. If you think I'm wrong, drop your comments so we learn from each other. I hope you've learned one or two things from this. If you have, please click the subscription button and we will notify you when we have another video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.